Welcome back. This week in fashion, layers are cool and textures rule. Ruffles, peplums, fur velvet, and all things nude. Go bold or go home seems to be the recurring theme for this autumn. We start things off with Hamda Al-Fahim, who presented deliciously regal silhouettes with delicately textured detailing. Gaucher softens things up even more in a nude putty blouse with a softly colored block skirt, which translated again and again throughout this collection. Layers of texture and mustard gold rule the runway at Mulberry. Guy Laroche brings us peplum poof with a vengeance. I enjoy some simplistic colors while exploring out-of-the-ordinary silhouettes. The future is now at Iris van Herpen. The cuts are simple and precise, glitzy and bold, disco circa the year 2054. Daringly large sleeves at Kenzo paired with tiger print blocking and accessories made for a slightly punk K-pop infused ensembles. London punk goes canary yellow at the Shiatsi Chen runway presentation, with other accompaniments in white, red, black, deep blue, and just a touch of pink. The House of Louis Vuitton takes us back to the class of 1995. Color blocking ruled this presentation with some floral and nautical print details. Yeti-driven, Lederhosen-inspired dresses and coats grace the snowscape at Montclair Gambouge. Imperial prints and all shades of nude dominated the Valentino runway. The prints are then translated into glitzy, embellished, skin-toned lace. Pop inspiration flourishes at this season's Saint Laurent collection, where intensely bold shoulders, giant sleeves, and micro-minis rock it out, Lady Gaga style. Powerhouse Givenchy goes psychedelic yoga with bold prints and loose shapes, and at the ready Ninja Musketeers epitomize the house's prowess for style with an edge. Decadent layering and more shades of nude at Giada Kurti. We finish off this report in Moscow with Sally de Mode, who takes a palette of slate hues and rough-edged leather accessories to create a futuristic utopia. Now remember, fashion is always exciting and always a matter of developing who you are through what you wear. We'll see you next time.
Smooth moves. Easter is almost here, and I'm sure you are all looking forward to the celebrations. Remember, Easter comes after all the other major holidays, so make sure to shop the after sales each season for discounted candy. With the artistic use of a Sharpie, it will be Easter ready. Everyone loves jelly beans this time of year. With the organic movement on the rise, why not try making your own? Make sure to start cultivating lacquer bugs now, and by next year you should be able to shellac your own all-natural jelly beans, as the bugs' excretions are what give them that wonderful shine. Why not dress up and provide the kids with a visit from the Easter Bunny? There are many costumes to choose from, and there is nothing better than commemorating the moment with a picture. Grandparents love to give their grandchildren lots of candy, but that doesn't always make mom and dad so happy. This year, instead of chocolate bunnies and marshmallow peeps, why not give the grandkids real bunnies and tiny chicks instead? Sugar highs can be a thing of the past, and this will give the family a new pet to care for after the holidays end. For all you couples with no children, remember, Easter is the celebration of fertility. Why not surprise your parents with news of a grandchild, year after year? In no time, you will have enough kids to run your own rabbit farm and cash in on the Easter craze. Is the celebration of the Saxon goddess Estra not your thing? If you are not into Easter being rooted into a celebration of fertility with bunnies and eggs, why not go with the new movement where Easter is refashioned as the resurrection of Christ? Show off your Christian roots with a wonderful chocolate Jesus, or some good old-fashioned Hershey crosses.
Even that is not responsible for any damages caused by the introduction of live representation to your own illness caused by the inductive secretions or candy and past its expiration date. Even that is not responsible for any bankruptcies caused by having more children than you can pay for, therapy needed from exposing children to horror movie bunny costumes, or some changes in religion.
While being hosted at a Canadian hotel, a number of Syrian refugees wandered into an active convention of furries. The animal-clad fetishists were asked to be sensitive to the culture shock the refugees might experience. Though the children had a wonderful time meeting the costume people and getting pictures, no word on whether their parents joined into the festivities. Chris Poole, the founder of the website 4chan, has been hired by Google. In a blog post, he stated, "I can't wait to contribute my own experience. I'm wondering how a man that built one of the largest message boards, based around complete anonymity, will fit in a company that requires users to register a real identity for all services." In Xi'an, China, authorities found the body of a woman in an elevator. She had been trapped inside for a month. Power had been shut off to the faulty elevator, but the maintenance workers neglected to verify if there was anyone inside. If I ever go to China, I think I'll stick with the stairs. Previously only believed to be speculation from emails released in the Sony hack of 2014, it's now been confirmed that there will be a 21 Jump Street Men in Black crossover movie. It will star Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum, but feature new, younger actors dressing in black. And of course, tradition indicates that the audience should dress in black when attending the death of a franchise. Comedian Cat Williams, already out on bond after punching a pool store employee a couple of weeks ago, has been arrested for allegedly threatening to kill his bodyguard. In that short time, he's also been accused of holding a group of women hostage at gunpoint, getting into a fight on the side of the road, and starting another fight at a rap show. I wonder when he finds time to be funny. Police pulled over a car in Roselle, Illinois after being seen driving down the road with a 15-foot tree sticking upright out of the front grille. The driver was arrested for DUI, but only because Illinois has yet to pass a strong law defending the rights of Ents.
Hello. If you put a shrimp on the Barbie, does that make her a sushi platter? Why do people say, "I feel a bit under the weather"? Aren't we all fully under the weather? Can people who think more often than others make more money? And at the current rate of a penny for your thoughts, how long would that take? If you beat around the bush, shouldn't you be arrested for lewd conduct? Why cut corners? For every corner you cut, you make 4 more. If you kill 2 birds with 1 stone, you are a murderer of birds. If you take everything with a grain of salt, are you at a higher risk of a heart attack? Why is a bottle of lemon juice made with artificial flavors, but a bottle of dish detergent is made with real lemons? I've heard of letting the cat out of the bag, but if you toss it out of a moving car, does that make it kitty litter?
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life.
In regards to history, there are 2 theories as to where Valentine's Day came from. The first is a Roman festival on February 15th where men stripped naked and spanked young maidens to boost their fertility.
Well, that's one way to break the ice at a party. The second theory is that Roman Emperor Claudius II forbade young men to marry in order to bolster his army. Saint Valentine defied the ban and married couples in secret. He was imprisoned and then executed on February 14th.
Well, then we can agree that it stemmed from the Romans, but I am still not sure that I would want to put my life at stake just to play Cupid for a few love-crazed soldiers.
St. Patrick would have had to deal with the occasional pinch on his holiday, as his color was St. Patrick's blue.
The color green only became associated with the big day after it was linked to the Irish independence movement in the late 18th century.
Wait, you mean to tell me St. Patrick was not Irish?
No. In fact, he was born of Roman parents and is of British nationality. He simply introduced Christianity to Ireland in the year 432, and the rest is history.
Ever notice how Easter falls on a different day each year? This is because Easter was originally a pagan holiday that celebrated fertility. The goddess Estra was often decorated with images of rabbits.
Well, what better creature to represent fertility than the thumping rabbit? Is it getting hot in here? Let's change the subject.
Easter eggs were once used as legally accepted birth certificates. In the 19th century, families who could not make it to the town hall would die and inscribe the name and birth date of their child to later present as proof of birth.
Today, you've merely to knock on a stranger's door who happens to have their porch light on, utter a simple trick-or-treat, and be gifted free candy. Early trick-or-treaters had to dance to get their sweet rewards.
If you had been around for the earliest Halloween celebrations, your costume may have been comprised of real animal skulls and skins.
Well, that's a lovely thought to consider. How about this? Jack-o'-lanterns were once made out of turnips, beets, and potatoes, which is basically a Halloween salad.
Though Native Americans may have dined with the pilgrims who brought them disease and destruction, Thanksgiving wasn't a holiday celebration until the era of Abraham Lincoln.
There are actually 12 different stories and locations that claim the first Thanksgiving meal. But one thing is certain, the foods we eat today are not the foods they ate then.
It was good old Sarah Hale who fought to make Thanksgiving a holiday and also decided that pumpkin pies and turkey would make for a great feast.
Jingle Bells was originally a Thanksgiving song. In 1857, James Pierpont sought to compose a simple song for his Sunday school class performance. The children continued singing the song through Christmas, where it has remained since.
Though now commonly known as Christmas Day and the birth of Christ, the 25th was originally a pagan celebration which paired pagan rites with the winter solstice.
Santa Claus, or less commonly known as Saint Nicholas, is also the patron saint of unmarried women, thieves, prisoners, and pawnbrokers.
Unmarried women for all, and to all a good night. We'll see you next time. This is Jason
And Ahmed,
signing off. Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
It's not Christmas, guys, but it is time to subscribe. We'll see you next time.